closer to your face, but
about
Nick loves doing that
fist
part.
away.
Hold it like right here.
About a fist away.
Big black cock right there in your mouth.
About a fist away.
BBCs. You think it'd be weird if we changed all the microphones to like a pink fleshy color? Put little slits in the top of them. Do they make those? Do they make dick microphones? That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, 100%. Let me fucking go on the Amazons.
Totally crochet something.
He's gonna find it right now. We're trying to appeal to our homophobic audience.
That's funny.
Yeah. What's up? Audio's working? Audio on.
Oh, yeah. They got full-on wiener
That's a
mics.
print, right? Or is that the original?
Yeah, no, that's a print.
Okay. Like, damn, that's
Yes.
big.
Yeah, the original's way smaller.
Yes, these are the ones, dude. They even have a stand.
Let me see.
Dude, that thing's fucking sick.
They got dick microphones for real?
Dude, it's even got a nutsack. And it's got the
They got
stand.
everything, dude.
should have those.
If you think of anything, they have it.
The stand, like, mines the satchel. It's fucking incredible.
Let's see. There it is, man.
Well, guess we're ordering some of those.
Dude, let's visit that website.
See how many people do your show.
Yeah. They'll probably
I
all
don't
love
give
it.
a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an episode where I was laying on the back of the couch pretending like I was deep throating.
Oh, never mind. This just takes you to Reddit. And this thread is fucking wild.
That's fucking funny.
My ball's supposed to be on each side of my dick.
Hey, Daniel, whenever you see somebody in a giant truck rolling down the road, what comes to mind?
Redneck?
That's a good one. I always think Little Wiener.
Yeah.
You think like compensation powers? You always hear that when we're in here and it goes. We're like, damn, that guy's showing off.
Showing off that little red rocket.
Greetings, fellow thrill seekers and horsepower enthusiasts. Get ready to kickstart your engines and dominate the road with flair, because Empire Diesel Performance is here to turbocharge your truck and SUV adventures. Nestled in the heart. What happened?
Turbocharge your truck. Most modern diesels are already turbocharged.
They're going to turbocharge it more than.
They're gonna
put more turbochargers
they're gonna, like,
on the diesel.
They're gonna compound it.
Yeah. I don't know mechanical terms. I'm just reading the thing.
Okay.
All right. Nestled in the heart of Pearland, Texas, Empire Diesel Performance is the ultimate haven for those craving raw power and adrenaline. Ever heard the saying, big trucks, big egos? Well, why not embrace it with a chuckle? Whether you want to unleash your truck's full potential or elevate your SUV to new heights, both literally and metaphorically, Erica and the crew at Empire Diesel are your ultimate partners in crime. Contact them at 281-692-2294. 281-692-2294. That link is below the video. And don't forget to drop the secret code. The Fat Dragon sent me. Yes, you heard it right. Let them know that the legendary dragon of torque and masturbatory acceleration sent you, and get ready to be treated like automotive royalty. I still don't know what that means.
What part? What part?
And for those who love a good spectacle as much as a mechanical marvel, check out their Instagram at EmpireDiesel_performance for a peek into the diesel domination world. Plus, follow Erica's Instagram for some big truck stuff. Don't miss the link below the video where we remind everyone that sometimes going over the top can be downright entertaining. So what are you waiting for, fellow road warriors? It's time to rev those engines and unleash a mighty roar and let Empire Diesel fuel your wildest automotive dreams. Remember, with a lifted truck and beefy tires, no one will ever question what's in your pants.
Big trucks. Tiny dicks.
Tiny dicks. Links below. All right. Done with that one.
Was that a trial run or was that the...
Oh, no, that's
that
the
was
ad. We're done.
This might be better.
He's like, are y'all sure that's
a long...
how y'all do that?
That was actually one of the better ones.
This might be better than the microphone.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, the viewers can't see, dude, but he just pulled up the headphones he's buying, and it's got dicks coming off the sides with
Dude.
balls attached.
Dude, that way, whenever somebody's looking at you funny, you could be like, dude, why are you looking at me like I got 2 dicks growing out of my fucking head?
Yes, dude. The look on your face after the ad was kind of funny, Daniel. I don't know what your face was doing the whole time we were doing that.
It was the
but after
same.
you were just like,
It was
what
the
the
same.
fuck
He
are you
was
guys
like
doing?
this.
He goes, was that a trial run?
That's what he's going to
That's a
say.
long ad.
That's what he's going to say after
About a
this.
minute.
After this first hour
wordy.
too, he's going to be like,
Yeah.
"So, was that the trial run?" We're going to be like, "No. That was it."
Yeah, that was it. We'll show you the outtake clips from other ones later. You're going to go, what the fuck? Yeah, we had George on here killing one the other day. So, hey, I haven't seen many people draw dicks well. Every once in a while, you'll have like some kind of fucking thing coming off a helmet that looks like the gnarliest looking phallic symbol fucking ever. I think it's pretty cool.
But I have drawn dicks. I do have some dicks in my artwork.
Tight.
Yeah.
Are those for sale?
I mean, it can be. Yeah.
Links below. Wieners everywhere. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to talk about today, man. I really wanted to have you on. I was all excited about it.
Now you're not.
Fucking BJ was so late. I was like, God damn, we already talked about everything.
Fucking
We were
everything.
going to talk about going fishing last Sunday.
Yeah, fishing on Sunday was
Shit was
fucking
tight.
sick, dude.
She was so tight.
So fucking tight.
That boat, it's like a little skiff. And it's like you wobble a lot when you get on that
Fishing where?
fucking thing. Down in like Galveston Bay.
I can't believe all of us were able to fish off of that
I
fucking
know, right?
thing.
You fall off like real quick.
Dude, nobody
Have
died.
you ever stepped on a small boat?
No.
Dude, as soon as you step on it, you feel like you're going to fall in the water.
I went deep sea fishing one time when I was like 15. And
This is not what you'd use for
that
that.
was the last time ever on a boat.
You're like, that's not for me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
deep
that.
sea's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
this
makes you
is
sick real quick.
This is real shallow sea. This
Oh,
is
wow.
like
Yeah, this is like you could step off and you're not going to drown.
maybe you might get stuck
water
in the mud.
period, man. I don't go swimming. I don't go to the beach. I don't do that.
Like not even at a pool.
Nope.
So if somebody dropped a bag of $50 million in your lap and you built a house, would it have a pool?
Probably not.
That's fucking wild.
Just a rock garden.
I just like pools and the beach so much.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do, but
Yeah.
pretty normal to like.
I like pools. I don't like the beach though.
Yeah, he hates sand.
It just salt water. I don't like. It's not even really the sand. It's salt water. I hate it.
I like it. I like the way it smells. I like the way it feels. I like the way it makes my eyes burn. Yeah, with you, is it water? Is it like
Is that why he likes herpes?
just the water and getting your whole body in? Or is it like there's a monster in there that's going to eat me?
No, it's just I got pushed into a pool when I was like 5,
That'll fucking do it.
and then woke up with somebody.
God damn.
oh fuck! So, you drowned.
Yeah,
for a
you
minute.
died in water.
You didn't get pushed
Yeah.
into a pool. You drowned.
What else? Then we were tubing one time in Austin, and I got sucked in one of those whirlpool
What the fuck?
fucking things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, I wouldn't get in water anymore either.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
going near water
after that,
with you.
I was like, I'm
Holy
done with water.
fuck!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and then the deep sea fishing thing, I was like, for sure done with water after that.
Who pushed you in a fucking body of water when you were
I was
5?
I was standing on the edge of the. It was at a birthday party, and somebody just ran up and behind me and pushed me in.
What the
Nobody
fuck?
ever
That's so
took credit
scary.
for it.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Nobody was,
He was
like,
too
I did
busy.
it.
He was too busy just being glad he was still alive.
He was just too busy.
He was like, what was that?
When he went to look up to see who pushed him, all he saw was light.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, that's scary.
So
I had a similar experience when I was real young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my grandma took me and one of my younger brothers on a pier. And when we got to the end, she threw us the fuck in and walked off. We didn't know how to swim yet. And that's how we both learned that day. Yeah, she threw us in. But yeah, it turns out
learn, right?
I was able to get up. And he got up, and then we just kept jumping in. Like,
Wow.
different
so it was
effect.
effective.
Yeah, it was very effective for us. But, yeah, my grandma was kind of wild like that.
So when I was young, when I learned how to swim, like I knew how to swim, but I was like, I thought I didn't really know how to swim. So like I wouldn't do it without a life jacket, right? When I was like real young, until one day my parents took me out in the middle of the lake in a boat and just threw me off. And I was like, oh, okay, I can swim. And then we were doing, like, me and my cousins and shit, we were doing the sketchiest shit ever. Like, we were all young. The oldest one was maybe, at that time, 10. And we had a paddle boat. And we'd fucking take that thing out to the middle of the lake. And we would try to fucking sink it. But it wouldn't sink. It would just fill up with water and be, like, at the same level as the fucking, like, the water. And then we just have to swim this heavy fucking thing that's full of water back to shore. Just to
I was
dump,
just bored, dude.
Yeah, just to dump the water out and do
I
it
was just
again.
bored and didn't have shit close to shore to break
we
easy.
would take off and just swim across the fucking lake. Like, there's boats all over the fucking place. We're just swimming.
Yeah, and then you spent your childhood growing up in Houston, right?
Yep.
Did you do hoodlum shit? Were you like little hoodlum brothers?
Some when I was a teenager.
Like what?
Nothing too crazy.
No.
Get drunk and break shit.
Yeah. I used to break a lot of shit.
Yeah.
If I just saw a potted plant somewhere, I'd just pick it up and break it.
Stuff like that.
Now,
No reason.
Now you're like, fuck, those pots are expensive.
Yeah, dude. Like, I fucked up a lot of people's mornings. That was fucking not cool of me.
Nothing too crazy.
Have you spent your whole life drawing? Like,
Yes.
did that shit start like super, super young?
Yep.
Do you remember when it started?
Yeah, I was probably I was drawing before the age of 5, but 5 years old is when I became really obsessed with it. And it hasn't stopped since. So,
That was just a thing.
yeah, it's all I care about.
Yeah, you're the only person I've ever met. I've met a lot of people, but you're the only person I've ever met that I've actually seen will sit down at a chair in the morning hours and work on a piece of art all fucking day. The only time you get up is to pee and eat a cheeseburger and then right back at it. And somebody at nighttime has to go, hey, man, we're going home.
The only thing that's changed, it's not a cheeseburger anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, it's still like that today.
It's still like that. I get up at 5 every day and do my thing.
That's so fucking wild. Yeah, how many hours a day do you think you put in?
Oh, man. Get countless. Oh, I mean, at least
Well, there's
At the
only
very
24 in a day.
15-hour work day every day. Yeah.
That's fucking bonkers. That's so
Or more.
bonkers. Yeah, of actual productivity. Yeah, because most people, like myself included, when we talk about like I'm working, if there's an 8-hour day, like I'm working 2 hours, dude. 6 of those hours are fucking off,
Dude,
bro.
you can lie to everybody else.
Well,
you ain't got to lie to us.
If
Okay, it's 1 hour.
well, you know how long it takes me to actually produce.
Yeah, and I've tried to explain it to people, but I don't think.
So if I were to take, if I were to take less time, it would take longer for me. Depends on what I'm working on, but yeah.
Right.
It just takes a lot
Well,
of
I've tried
hours
to
to produce.
explain to people like what it is you actually do and like what tools you're using, and I don't think I accurately depict what it is you're doing. Because I tell them it's like a brush and this tiny, tiny fucking
Or pen.
yeah, like a tiny, tiny fucking micron dot
Yeah.
that like no one would ever buy because you would immediately crush the end of that tip because you have to be so gentle when it touches the paper. It'll
Yeah.
just like bend the fuck over. You're done. Like
Yeah.
yeah, no one buy. I think you're the only person on the planet that buys that fucking size.
Yeah. Well,
What size is it?
It's a 005. But
Oh,
they have
Jesus
a 3
Christ.
that's smaller than that too. But I don't use that one because they dry up so quick. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm trying
fucking
to draw
insanity.
bigger and less detail. Well, for me, just kind of speed things up. Mm-hmm. So
Is it working or no?
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm actually getting away from illustration and more graphic, I guess, because of, where things are going with the T-shirts and stuff. So it's less of that stuff you used to see. He's super big, fucking things like that. It's all more,
like standalone, right?
Yeah.
So it can be printed,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Viewers probably don't know, but yeah, there'll be links below this video. This is Daniel Shaw. He's got his own brand company. He's got to deal with Spencer's right now,
Yeah.
moving a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But
a
yeah,
lot
he's
of
been
stuff.
doing this art stuff for over a couple decades, easily, right? Like professionally, like this is what I'm
I do
doing
now, like what you're seeing since 1995.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And it's hands down some of the sickest shit that you'll
Yeah.
see hanging
Oh, thanks,
in a
man.
scab temple.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Hands down.
I remember one time having a conversation with you because you were drawing a skull in front of me, just sketch it like with a pencil and paper. And I had asked you, I was like, how do you remember like all of the spots of a skull. Like, how do you make it so perfect every time? And you looked straight up at me and you were like, I don't remember any of it, dude. I have to figure this thing out every single fucking time. And it like blew my mind hole. Because a lot of the stuff that I'll try to draw, there's like a certain formula to it. And it makes it easier and faster every time.
You're right. I don't remember saying that, but you're right, because every time I sit down, I don't have a formula. I have to, and I like that because I only work with one medium, pen on white paper. So the fact that I'm only using that one medium, I want my imagery to look different every time. I don't want a skull to look the same way every time I draw it. Almost like someone else drew it. You could tell I did it, but it's not going to look the same stylistically.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of
Yeah, every single piece of art I've seen you put out, you can tell it's you.
right.
But you're 100% accurate. Nothing looks like something you have already done. Not a
when you
single
really
fucking
take a
piece.
look at it, I don't do the same thing every time. I might use some of the same choices with the way I shade something, but the actual line work, the way it's drawn, it's going to be different every time.
So when you sit down with a sheet of white paper, do you have a plan in your head where you're going to go with this? Or do
Yeah.
you just start fucking doodling?
It depends on what it is. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes there's like a direct
Because
plan.
the pieces I've seen of yours are like you said, it's just black on white.
Yeah.
And it's like very simplistic, but super, super complex at the same time. Like there's a lot happening, but you can make sense of it. And
it makes absolutely no sense how you can see everything. Because there's so much going on in certain pieces.
And it's impressive as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how you can make it make sense.
Yeah, it's
But it
bonkers.
does.
And when I tell people you work like a full day doing that, they think it's like our days. Where you're like, oh, you were at the studio for 12 hours, you tattooed for 3 of that, and you fucked off for 9.
Scrolled TikTok.
Yeah,
the
it's
rest
not.
of it.
Like you're
Yeah.
literally working all day on these pieces, and it could take you easily a month to just get like one piece put together. It's like
Sometimes
so many fucking hours. It's like bonkers shit, like robotic.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight, man.
But I'm sure you have to kind of like get in the zone, right? If you're working on something like, because if you
Yeah.
wake up the next day, you might like
No,
have
it
a
puts me in
different-
the zone, and I think that's why I like it. I sit down, and that's all I care about at that time, and it just puts me in another place, man.
It's like when I was helping out at the shop and I would be painting watercolors and shit. Like you get zoned in and you don't want to stop until that fucking shit's done. Because hell, for me, like the next day I might wake up, I might have
But
lost
see,
that
that's what's
touch.
interesting. It didn't possess you. It didn't grab you to where that's all you want to do, though, right?
It did.
See, that's what it did with me.
It did. I just needed to make real money.
That's some sacrifice that you have to make.
Yeah, there's a
I was
lot.
willing to make till I got to a point where, you know,
Yeah, and
I'm comfortable now. I'm not fucking rich or anything, but I
you're able to pay your bills.
yeah.
Yeah, that's more than
I
most
do
people
what
are
I
able
want.
to do.
I can do what I want.
And I wasn't fucking around with that shit until I was already in my 30s. So
Yeah, but it
would've been a
changes.
late-
I mean,
it would've been a late start.
I mean, really things didn't start clicking until I was 35, maybe even right when I turned 40. I think it was like, oh, okay, now I can see where this will go. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you had made a conscious decision too at some point where you're like, even if I'm fucking poor the rest of my life, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this other shit. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember there were other times where you were trying to work other gigs too.
Well, I've had every job you could think
Yeah,
of. I mean,
just to make ends meet, but it was like, it was never worth it, right?
no, I'd end up drawing at work or, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of impressive.
Oh.
You've got an impressive body of work, sir.
Oh, thank you.
And I feel
So
like
you
I'm
would.
totally just virtually sucking your dick now, so I'm going to cut it out a
no.
little bit.
No, I
I'm
like
like,
talking about art
oh.
and tattoos and
Yeah, let's
know?
do that.
That's where you learn how to make the diesel truck noises.
well, when I first saw you drawing, you told me you'd never drawn before tattooing. And
Yeah, I didn't start really drawing until I was tattooing. Like probably doodles as a kid, like every kid will do.
You can tell. You can tell
Yeah.
that you got a little bit later start. You can
I think so,
definitely
too.
tell.
Well, I don't know. It was impressive to me. So
Yeah, I think so too. I think drawing for me was something that I like naturally had but didn't know. So it was a skill
you
I had to like
discover
work
later.
on, especially when I started. That shit was
do you
frustrating.
think
hard.
everybody can tap into it or no?
I think you can. I think it's a learned skill, but there's a difference between, I think, being able to draw and then also maybe seeing something in your head and putting it on paper close to how you see it or exactly. I think that's might be something that can't quite be taught. You know,
Drawing for tattoos is fucking weird too, because really it's not drawn. A lot of the shit's not drawn right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, on purpose.
It's drawn weird
Yeah.
to be a tattoo.
Yeah.
I think that's
Like-
what twisted my brain. I had to force myself to draw certain ththings that
Right.
didn't click in my head. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, and I think I see a lot with people that I would consider to be like real good tattooers. Is most of what I'm looking at is like their designs, how they're structuring stuff to make it fit on that 3-dimensional being. Like, yeah, shit doesn't line up properly if you're looking at it like it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see where they like laid stuff and like a wing seems to be coming from where it shouldn't, but it's like, oh, they're
looks good on
fucking
body.
wizards. Yeah, dude, they know what they're doing. It's so good to see that
because
shit.
like they have to like shrink portions of it to like fit this because you're gonna put it on a contour and it's gonna stretch out there and then it's
Yeah.
gonna make it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
look
got to be
right.
able to see that
It's
ahead
gonna
of
look
time.
right once it's on there, but
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
translate the same way. But yeah, I've seen a lot of artists get into tattooing and then they leave because of like these frustrations. Where it's not the same thing. It's a different
Because
tool. It's a different medium.
you're not gonna draw a rose for a tattoo the same way you're gonna put it on like a canvas, really. Like you're
I mean, I keep seeing people try.
yeah.
I don't think it works out great.
Tons
My
of
opinion
people
about it.
tried, and it takes. It's a different way of thinking, and that's why I tell people to always try to get me to design their tattoos or use my stuff for tattoos. And it's like, man, just get a tattoo artist to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Yeah.
can't teach someone to think that way
No, not at all.
unless they're trying to learn tattoos, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it's a different thing. Times have changed tremendously, like in tattooing in a short amount of time.
Yeah,
The
think how
majority of the
different
people
it was when we
tattooing.
met.
I know, right? Yeah. The majority of tattooing now is just people that just, they'll take anything from any shape, any design, and they'll just like stamp it straight on.
I see that.
And yeah, for a lot of
too.
us, that doesn't work. For me, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few times in a year where somebody gives me something and that's what they need, and I'm able to do it.
Right.
But for the most part, I don't think it's going to translate right on skin. Maybe the details are too close, whatever the reason is. So I have to have that conversation with them where we have to make changes on this. And almost every single time, that conversation goes smooth. They're open to that idea.
Well, that's cool.
But I think a lot of people that get into tattooing now don't realize this is a thing. They think it's just like, just print the shit out, put it on, make the
Yeah.
money. They don't realize it's like, you're not really doing that person a fucking favor later.
I think some tattoos, some areas, it probably can be like that. But there's like for a big old back or something, like you can fit quite a bit on that, right? That you can just print out and stick on. But for, you know, wrapping around a forearm or something, that's where it gets fucking crazy.
Yeah. There's just all kinds of like little, what was it?
Nuance.
There you go. Big kid word. There's all kinds of those that are just like little things here and there. You need to be able to sort out.
Nuance.
Yeah, that word. That
Repeat
one.
it.
New stuff. I don't learn new words. I'm too old for that shit. Way too old for that shit. But yeah, I've always been interested in the way your brain works specifically after seeing you work. Because when I met you, I didn't know who you were when I met you. But then
I guess
after
that was,
seeing you sit down and work, I was like, who the fuck is this?
I guess that was because of Greg already knew, or Greg was familiar with some of the record stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew you were in town or whatever. Yeah, how do we meet this dude?
Yeah, well, a name was said to me, and then I was in. Greg Irons, and I was like, oh shit, someone else knows about that. And
That to me is crazy that someone outside of tattooing knew who that was.
right.
I've never met anyone else that knows who that
Right.
is that's outside of tattooing.
Well, what's funny is I didn't know that he tattooed till I met you guys.
That's wild.
I only knew
Yeah,
the
you only
comic
knew him from
shit.
the comic
and,
shit, right?
Yeah, I didn't know he was, tattooer.
Yeah. Oh, Greg Irons. You know who we're talking about?
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah. Oh, Greg Irons shit. That's a name that's slowly being forgotten too.
You think so?
Dude, I meet so many kid tattooers. I could bring up Tim Lehigh. They're all, who? I'm all, what the fuck is happening? Oh, I'm getting
But Tim
aged
Lehigh's
out.
still tattoos, right?
And amazingly.
He's still
Yeah.
very active.
Yeah.
I was looking at your fat dragon.
Right?
Get that tattooed.
It's just tight. He
Yeah.
did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when you got that done? Yeah.
And still nobody liked it.
No, everybody liked that one.
Did
Yeah.
they?
That's when I had to make a switch. I was like, oh shit, I draw for merch, doesn't sell. I get other people to draw stuff for merch. People that are already selling shit. I was like, oh, like a light bulb clicked. So, oh, duh. That's an easy one. Yeah, fucking easy one. What else we got? Dun dun dun.
Fishing.
Fishing. You ever go fishing besides that deep sea fishing? You ever go fishing
What-
like
Maybe
hold
one
on.
other time. But
What happened when you were deep sea fishing with that you were
Oh my
like, fuck
God,
this.
man.
I'm not ever touching the water again.
Well, you've been on a roller coaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or have you ever been deep sea fishing?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
I've had,
Well, then
I've
you
had
know
some
that-
pretty hairy experiences out there for sure.
Well, you know, if you know,
Were you
you're
in
on
the Gulf of
deck-
Mexico?
No, we drove out, or drove. We sailed out. It was like 40, 50 miles from Galveston.
Okay, so you're still in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, the just being on the edge of the boat and, you know, it's lifting up and then you're looking down and seeing the water just come at you. And that was just that all day, up and down.
So
up.
it was probably a little too rough
Yeah.
to be out there, anyways.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
But yeah.
here it comes again. We're going to sink, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had some hairy experiences out
The
there.
water just, you know, filled
Dude.
the edge of the, you know,
Yeah.
the whole front of the deck. There's fish flopping around. It smells like shit and throw up at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've had an
Just wasn't into
experience
it.
just like that before. My buddy shit in a trash can and then immediately threw up over the side.
Yeah.
It literally smelled like shit
That
and
was
throw
me.
up.
That was me. I was
were
like
s-
15, I think. Yeah. so-
That was a trip. We were sleeping in beanbag chairs and shit out there on a fucking 29-foot center console, like 110 miles out.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Lost an engine.
Was it a family trip you went on?
no, I went with a friend. Friend and his dad.
Oh, so it wasn't like a chartered trip or anything.
Yeah,
It
and then
was
you're out there and you're like, well, if this boat sinks, he's probably saving his son. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds not.
It wasn't
crazy
enjoyable.
fun. Little sailboat. I've been deep sea fishing before, and I was probably about the same age, maybe a little younger, but it was a huge fucking boat. And they had
Yeah.
a ton of people. Yeah, there wasn't much rocking and rolling on that boat. It was pretty still.
The one thing that I thought was cool about it was you could see, I was impressed with how clear the water was. You could see, you know, shark and fish and
Yeah, all the monsters.
The Gulf of Mexico is crazy, especially when you leave out of like Freeport or Galveston. Like you're leaving the jetties and shit, and the water's shit brown and fucking ugly. And it doesn't take long, and you get out there and it's like, oh shit, the water's kind of blue. And then you get out there where it gets like where it actually gets deep, and the water is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not like Bahamas and shit clear, but it's fucking
Dude, I
beautiful.
want to live on a beach like that, like Bahamas. Like Bahamas, because I want to live on a beach bad.
beach bum.
I like the beach. I want to get old on the beach. Just get that leathery shit skin. Walk around without shoes on all the time. Fuck, that sounds dreamy to me. Every night, just hearing those fucking waves put me to sleep. Ugh. Just pee on myself because I'm so comfortable. I don't even care. You wake up and you just go walk out in the ocean. You're clean again. You're beach clean anyway.
No, not clean at all.
What?
No, you're just covered in salt. Everything,
Yeah.
everything itches.
Yeah.
Your fucking legs are chafed from your fucking balls rubbing against them. Fuck
You ever been
that.
to Hawaii?
That's why you get the leather skin. No, I've never been to Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to Hawaii?
No, never been.
No.
I have.
Yeah.
We spent 4 or 5 days on Oahu. And honestly, if you're going to go to Hawaii, just skip that part and just go to like either the Big Island or go to like Maui. Like skip Oahu. Oahu's just like being in Houston, except for there's like a nicer beach, but the beaches in Oahu still aren't like they are in these on these other islands that are really just resorts. Like there's not a city; it's just resorts.
Dude, we got somebody coming to do the pod in a few weeks that goes to Hawaii.
Cool.
Rita.
Oh, oh man, that Rita.
Oh, Rita.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She tattoos there, right?
No, she tattoos in Houston.
Oh, okay.
She works
I
for
didn't
Homer.
know. Oh, I don't know who that is.
713.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I haven't seen Rita since
Dude, I ain't seen her in a
Secret
while.
Tattoo Days. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen her in a while. Should be a fun catching up session.
She's been tattooing for a while, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she seems to be doing good.
That's good.
Hawaii. Her mama owns a place in Hawaii. A shop.
Oh, okay.
Skin Deep, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We should get back to that art talk, huh?
Yeah, man, that's all I do. I'm pretty boring. I don't
It's
go to
okay.
the beach. I don't fish. I don't hunt.
Yeah, it's okay. So this brush. When'd you start using that brush, dude?
In the late 90s, because this artist I like said I should try to draw with one. So that's when I tried it.
In the late 90s?
Yeah, probably like 97, 98.
Did you pick it up quick or were you
No.
immediately like,
No, the guy that told me about it, he's like, it's probably going to take you a few years. It took me 5 years, and it took me about 5 years to get used to it.
what the fuck? I've tried like 3 times and I'm
And
all,
you,
nope.
You stuck with it for 5 fucking years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off and on.
Dude,
Yeah.
and then when I would see him use a brush, he like dips it in some ink and then he's got like a piece on the side he's not even working on and he'll just like roll it
To get it to a tip.
to get it to the
Yeah.
fine ass fucking tip. And then he'll do like a few strokes and it's time to reload. I'm all, that alone, I'm out. That alone's too much work right there.
So you use ink though.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you have a brush or do you have multiples of these
different
same
ones.
brushes?
I mean, you know, they wear out just like anything
Yeah.
else. You know, but
I didn't know if you had like one brush that was made out of some sort of horsetail hair from
well, there's sable hair. Yeah,
that you were like, this
and
is
you
the
know now,
fucking
like
one.
just today before I came over here, I got this little brush pen that's pretty close to like a.
Were you like loaded up?
No, it comes with an ink cartridge. It's pretty cool. It's like
No
a little
shit.
Pentel brush, and so I was doodling with that.
No shit. That's tight.
Yeah.
All those brushes. I still have a brush upstairs you gave me years ago.
You gave me like a brand new set.
Yeah. Because I was like, damn, I want to learn how to use those brushes. Tried like 3 times. Fucking never using this shit again. Like, I know who this is going to.
Never fucking use that again.
Yeah, dude.
Nope, these things don't fucking work.
Yeah,
I
these
tried
things don't
it
work good
3
at all.
fucking times.
Yeah.
They don't work at all.
It's like me
Fuck
with
this.
with a tattoo machine. Tried a few times and
Right. Yeah. That was me with the brush, dude. I'm like, this is not, no, I'm not lining with the brush. It's not happening. I'm going to line with a marker or some shit. Get this over with.
Give me that Sharpie over there.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Give me that. I'll be good with it. Who was that artist? Do you remember?
his name was Mark Schultz, and he did this comic called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, there was like briefly in the 90s there was like a cartoon of it, but I didn't care about that. But it's like Frank Frazetta shit. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But ink. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's really good.
You got like a top 5?
Artists?
Yeah.
That's hard to narrow it down. But yeah, probably Basil Wolverton, Frank Frazetta, Bernie Wrightston. Yeah. Who else? Robert Crumb. Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a fun documentary, too.
Oh, I love it. I saw it when it came out. Changed my life.
That dude's insane, dude.
Like,
I love it.
Cool, I'm not alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen that shit?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Yeah, didn't he live like in a fucking house like outside of France or some shit? Like a little rural town, right?
Yeah, he was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And he moved to France, and it's pretty smart.
Well,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, all I remember from that documentary is him basically being like, I like asses, I like pussy, I'm going to draw that.
Yeah.
That's basically all I remember from that. And he just
And
like
make
found a
tons
bunch
of
of different
money.
ways to say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So he just drew ass and puss.
Pretty much.
A lot of
That's
it,
it?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He drew a bunch of thick girls with big old tits and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
That one, and remember Hated, Gigi Allen? Hated documentary? Remember we watched that and you were like, what did I just fucking watch?
Yeah. Just watch some dude with a tiny wiener poop on a bunch of
It's
people.
pissed. It's a
Dude.
world. Yeah.
That fucking dude.
Yeah.
That's too much. I never
Pretty
got into
gnarly.
it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's living too fast for me.
Dude,
If you're at a point where you're just like openly shitting wherever,
Did
I'm
you-
out, dude.
Did you ever see, like, I can't remember if it was a documentary or if it was just pictures. Like, they've published pictures from Gigi Allen's funeral.
Yeah.
It's
Just
an open
bloated and
casket,
stuff,
and he
yeah.
looks fucking serious. It doesn't look like they even embalmed him. Like, it just
No.
looks like they threw his ass in a casket and took pictures
Yeah.
after like 5 days. Like, he looks fucking horrible.
Pretty bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll never forget the look on your face.
Dude. Yeah, no, dude.
Were
I'm
we
out with
watching
that.
it where he was shitting on stage and throwing it at everybody?
Yeah, dude. Blech. Why?
Why would you pay to go to a show like that?
Dude,
That's what I want to
You
know.
couldn't pay me to go to a show like that. I'm out.
Yeah.
You still go to shows?
Not really.
Have you reached that old man
He
territory?
doesn't have fucking time. He
Well,
draws for 15
yeah.
hours a fucking day.
Pretty much.
I there's some that I wanted to go to that I've missed, but and I'm not totally canceling it out, but I've just found that if I don't know, just dedicate more of my time to art, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes your life better.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah. I make small exceptions for, things like this. and-
You haven't been doing music for a long time then, right?
No, it's a time suck, man. It's a huge waste of time for me.
Dude, and you're like completely dependent on a bunch of other people. There's
Yeah,
too
I
many
just-
moving parts.
Yeah, it's just not worth it for me.
Way too
Yeah.
many moving parts.
It's just too, if you're going to have a hobby, you might as well have one that is not going to be as expensive. And like you said, you don't rely on other people.
Mm-hmm. That seems to be what falls apart the quickest with most bands.
Yeah.
They never really are able
We
to
got
give it a real shot because somebody
four
gets
other
pregnant
people that-
or moves.
Yeah. You got four other people with different ideas, and it's hard to get everyone on the same page.
Right.
And typically, like, the really, like, outside the box thinkers that are right for, like, a band, they're usually not exactly the easiest people to deal with either. Like, it's hard to keep four creative minds, like,
Yeah,
focused on the same fucking goal.
Yeah,
I
really
think
is.
that's why if you have a band that, like, you see some of these bands that are big, they've lasted forever. Everybody in that band has these little side projects all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
and they can come back, they can focus on this album for a little bit, but then they got to go and have this other outlet over here and
Right.
over here.
Yeah, I still love music and all, obviously, but I just can't be involved and it has to be something really exciting for me to go out and spend money on it and hang out with other people. That,
What instrument did you play?
I just did vocals.
Just vocals? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of music was it?
Like death metal.
Dude, I still remember those
Punk rock
MySpace
and-
days. So
Yeah.
It's Filth Hounds, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll still look that up every once in a while just to hear it. There's no other way to hear that, right? That's the only
That's
place
the
you
only
can find
place.
it.
Well, we put a record out, yeah, but not very widely distributed or anything.
Right, right. That was a good one. I enjoyed it.
I kind of miss those days when, like, you had to have a physical copy of something to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Like,
It wasn't so easily accessible.
like everything just felt way more like exclusive. Like there was a
Yeah.
reason to show up at a show early. Like, because some of these opening acts, like, you couldn't necessarily go to Best Buy and get this CD. Like, the only place you were going to get this was, like, at that merch stand at that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you left the show and you had this fucking CD in your hand, you're like, damn.
Or even a shirt.
Or a shirt. Like, I can't wait to get in my car and put this thing in the fucking
Well, yeah,
deck.
if I want a pentagram shirt right now, I can just get on my phone and get it.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, dude.
Different.
That was a good documentary too.
Oh man,
That one was a
It's
little
so
bit,
sad,
that one
dude.
was
it
pretty
kind of
fucking depressing.
brings the mystique of the music down a little bit.
A little
Like
bit, yeah.
it doesn't give it that. I don't know. 'Cause that was a weird one for me. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we went to go see him shortly after that documentary was filmed, and then
Was
yeah,
that
I
in
just
Austin?
like, no, it was here in Houston.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's all I thought about the whole time. I was just like, oh man, poor dude. You know what I mean?
Mom, do we
I'm
have
like, all of a sudden he's not like
Newtons?
a rock star to me. I'm like, oh dude.
Mom,
going
is
through
there
it.
Fig Newtons? Remember that part?
Yeah,
He was asking
yeah,
for his mom for Fig Newtons.
Oh yeah, he lived with his fucking mom. and
Yeah, like
shit.
in a basement. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was sad.
Like that's kind of a thing about like.
And that dude's still alive too, right?
Is he?
How? It doesn't make any sense. Holy shit.
That's kind of like going to see some of these bands that I went to see in like high school and shit. They'll still be touring and they'll be making stops like at Scout.
Yeah.
And like there's a small part of me that's like that's pretty cool to go see that band at Scout. But then there's another part of me where it's like it's kind of depressing seeing that band at Scout. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like at this point, like these dudes who used to be like I thought in my head like those motherfuckers had made it. Turns out like I make a better living than they do.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh
Like-
yeah, yeah.
Like
a lot of them.
yeah. Like
whole lot.
as a lot of those musicians, I don't think people I think because they might hear them on the radio playing a guitar or something, they think like that they have millions and millions of dollars. But I think a lot of those dudes have to stay really, really busy in order to make a living. Like if you look at a lot of these
Oh
people,
yeah. I mean, no one's in it for being rich,
yeah.
really.
You look at a lot of these people and they're like involved in 47 different bands and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more of that for me.
That's good.
Well, I mean, I figured try to make up for the time that I lost when I was doing that. You know.
Yeah, you feel like there's a clicker on you?
Yeah.
Like a stopwatch, like it's running out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Has that been going for a long time or is that new?
When I hit 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dun.
fuck.
I hear that about 40 for a lot of people.
But 40, though I'm 49 now, the whole decade has been amazing.
That's
I had a
good.
few, little low points, but overall it's been the best decade of my life.
Yeah, that's good.
20s and 30s sucked.
So I got like 3 days before I get that stopwatch starts.
Your birthday's
Fuck.
this weekend?
Yeah.
Dang. Old ass.
Got like 3 fucking days. And then that stopwatch starts.
Dude, I feel like what
man.
happened to me when I turned 40 is like I just stopped giving a fuck. I was like, oh, cool, all my cares are going away. But like the
That's
stopwatch one,
It's part of the recipe for success is to not.
yeah,
not
that's
give
what
a
I
fuck.
hear.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that part. Like, just stop giving a fuck. But yeah, I used to joke that I was going to wear Crocs and socks every day to work when I turned 40. I'm like years in now. I still ain't done that one.
Yeah. Bullshit. You had the fucking off-road Crocs that you wore to work.
Yeah, but not while I'm working.
Oh, not while you're working?
Yeah, it'll be like here. Like I'm done. I'll throw them on.
You haul your off-road Crocs
dude.
around with you.
Have you tried Crocs yet?
Tried what?
Crocs. Like the funny shoes.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude.
No.
Just wait. One day it'll hit you and you'll
Those
get a
are
pair.
sandals or?
Yeah, I got one. It's just got 2 straps and a real big fucking sole on the bottom. And
They're
it's got one that'll
off-road.
lock into my heel
Do you wear them with
so
socks?
I can run. Yeah, sometimes I wear them with
Fuck yeah,
socks.
he wears them with socks.
Dad
Yeah.
style.
Yeah. And yeah, wait till you spoil your feet with a pair of those. You'll be like, what in the fuck? Why am I wearing shoes?
I have the.
This is
I have
so
the.
dumb.
I have grown-up Crocs.
You got Birkenstocks?
Yeah, I got grown-up Crocs. And really, I probably should have regular Crocs because I'll wear my Birkenstocks like washing my car, and like they're leather, they're soaking ass wet. It's probably not the best
Gross.
for them, but they're better than ever.
Gross. Yeah, that smell of old leather, dude. I can't do it. Gets bad. Yeah, what's up with leather and metal, dude? When did that fucking thing start? Did it start like when metal started?
Kinda. I think Judas Priest is probably responsible for
Yeah.
a lot of that. Yeah.
Judas Priest. There used to be so many funny bits about that. You remember, I think Patton Oswalt did the first one, where he's like, all these metal guys, they're just like filming a video and they're like on an island and there's fire and they're playing metal and this got like a hot girl on a car Nowhere near them,
Yeah, I'd like to see that video.
right? Yeah,
That's
metal
funny.
bands.
Yeah.
Metal
bands.
bands. Art stuff.
I always thought it was kind of weird. Like, it's changing a little bit now, but back in the day, like, you could look at a picture of a band and pretty much know what they sounded like. At least, like, their genre. Like, you could look at any picture of a death metal band and be like, oh, yeah, they play death metal. Now it's changing a little bit because you'll see a picture and it's just a bunch of nerds. And you're like, oh, they're probably going to sound like Weezer. And you listen to it, it's the heaviest fucking shit you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
It's like, what the
That
fuck?
can happen.
Yeah. You remember that black metal album? Or the band, I think it was called Black Metal? All the black dudes?
Oh, Black Death.
Is that what it is?
There's a band called Black Death.
Dude.
It's all black.
Yeah, I saw
dudes.
that cover and I was all, no way. And yeah,
Yeah.
spot on.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's exactly what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Spot fucking on. I'm big out of jokes or something over here. We got chug energy drinks or what? We already did.
Yeah.
What time are we at? We're already there? Oh, well, that hour flew by.
Awesome.
That was good.
Zing!
Well, thanks for having me on your show, Waylon.
Hey, man, thanks for coming and doing this.
We got it. We do have another hour.
Yeah.
If you want to hang out?
Oh, yeah.
It's
All right.
it's super hard to get celebrities like yourself on the show. That's probably one of the best parts about knowing you. Is like how fucking like worldwide famous you are, and you you're completely like no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had like any of that, I would be like, you're just so cool about it.
Yeah.
It's a good quality to have. The YouTubes. Yeah, if you want to get juicy shit, sign up for the Patreon. The link's below. Bye. But yeah, we do a Patreon hour.